Have you ever noticed that getting up from a chair feels just a little harder than it used to? Maybe you instinctively push with your hands, or you pause for a second before standing, as if your body needs a moment to prepare. What if that small hesitation isn't just normal aging, but an early warning sign? Your muscles are weakening in a way that could affect your balance, your independence, and even your safety? And here's something surprising. What if the exercise you've been told to do for years, squats, isn't actually the best solution for you? What if there were a few simple movements, easier on your joints, that could activate your glutes more effectively than dozens of squats, without pain, without strain, and without needing to get on the floor? Most people think stronger legs come from doing more repetitions, pushing harder, or feeling the burn. But what if the real secret isn't about doing more? It's about doing the right movements, the right way. And what if just a few minutes every morning could improve your stability, reduce your risk of falls, and make everyday movements feel smoother again? In this video, you will discover 4 powerful glute exercises that directly target the muscles responsible for standing, walking, and staying balanced, plus how to perform each one safely and effectively, even if your knees or hips are sensitive. Before we get into it, can you do us a quick favor? Like this video and subscribe to join our healthy community. Also, type yes in the comment section now so we can see how many of you are interested in this type of video. Alright, let's get started. Most people believe squats are the best exercise for building strong glutes, and for years that advice has been repeated everywhere, on TV, in gyms, and even by well-meaning friends. But after 60, your body doesn't respond the same way it used to. The joints become more sensitive, balance may not be as steady, and certain muscles, especially the glutes, can become harder to activate properly. Here's the problem. Many seniors perform squats without actually engaging their glute muscles. Instead of targeting the muscles that help you stand, walk, and stay stable, the effort shifts to the knees and lower back. You go up and down, thinking you're strengthening your body, but in reality, your knees are bearing most of the load while your glutes stay asleep. Over time, this creates a chain reaction. Weak glutes mean less support for your hips and spine. That can lead to discomfort, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of losing balance during simple daily movements, like getting out of a chair or climbing stairs. And the frustrating part is, you might be doing more and more squats without seeing real improvement. The truth is, it's not about doing more repetitions, it's about activating the right muscles. One simple, well-targeted exercise can wake up your glutes far more effectively than doing 100 squats every day. When you engage these muscles correctly, everything changes. Your posture improves, your movements feel smoother, and your body becomes more stable and supported from the ground up. That's exactly what we're about to focus on next. Exercise number 4, the standing hip drop. Movement number 4 is called the standing hip drop. And while it may look simple at first glance, it targets one of the most important and often neglected muscles for balance and stability as you age. To begin, stand behind a sturdy chair, a kitchen counter, or any stable surface you can lightly hold on to. Place both hands on it, not to support your full weight, but just enough to feel secure. Position your feet about hip-width apart, keep your back straight, and let your shoulders relax naturally. Good posture matters here, because this exercise is not just about movement, it's about control. Now gently shift your weight onto your left leg. Keep a slight bend in that knee. Avoid locking it, as that can strain the joint and reduce muscle engagement. Your right foot should remain in contact with the floor, but only lightly, serving as a balance point rather than a support. From here, slowly lower your right hip by about an inch, as if that side of your pelvis is gently sinking toward the ground. Then bring it back up to a level position. The movement is small, but that's exactly the point. You are not trying to create a large visible motion. You are trying to activate a deep, stabilizing muscle. Move slowly and with control, focusing on keeping your upper body completely still. Imagine you are balancing a glass of water on your head, and you don't want a single drop to spill. Your shoulders should not tilt or sway. Only the hip moves. Repeat this motion about 10 to 12 times on one side, then switch and perform the same controlled movement on the other leg. What makes this exercise so powerful is the muscle it targets, the gluteus medius. This muscle sits on the side of your hip and plays a crucial role every time you walk, stand on one leg, or shift your weight. Its main job is to keep your pelvis stable and level. When this muscle is strong, your movements are smoother and more controlled. When it is weak, your body begins to compensate in subtle ways. Over time, especially with years of sitting and reduced daily movement, this muscle can become underactive. You might not notice it immediately, but it often shows up as a slight wobble when walking, difficulty balancing on one leg, or instability when going up and down stairs. These small signs can eventually increase the risk of falls if left unaddressed. That is why this simple movement matters so much. Even though it looks easy, it directly strengthens a key stabilizer that most traditional exercises, like squats, often miss. By practicing this regularly, you are helping your body regain control, improve balance, and move with greater confidence in your everyday life. Exercise number 3. Heel raises with a progressive hold. Movement number 3 is the heel raise with a progressive hold. And while it may seem like a basic exercise, it plays a powerful role in improving both circulation and lower body stability, two key factors for maintaining mobility and reducing fall risk as you get older. To begin, stand upright facing a wall or behind a sturdy chair. Place your hands lightly on the surface at about chest height, just enough to help you stay balanced without leaning your full weight forward. Position your feet about hip-width apart, making sure your weight is evenly distributed across both feet. Keep your posture tall, your head aligned with your spine, and your shoulders relaxed. From this position, slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting both heels off the ground as high as feels comfortable. There's no need to rush or push to an extreme height. What matters most is control. Once you reach the top, hold that position for about 2 to 3 seconds. This pause is what makes the exercise more effective, as it forces the muscles to stay engaged and stable rather than relying on momentum. After the hold, gently lower your heels back down to the floor in a slow, controlled manner. Repeat this movement about 10 times, taking breaks if needed. As you become more comfortable and stronger, you can gradually increase the hold time at the top to further challenge your muscles. One of the most common mistakes during this exercise is allowing the ankles to roll outward or inward as you rise. This reduces the effectiveness of the movement and can place unnecessary strain on the joints. Instead, focus on keeping your weight centered across the ball of each foot, pressing evenly through your big toe, little toe, and heel area as you lift. This exercise primarily targets the calf muscles, but its benefits go far beyond simple strength. The calves act as a secondary pump for your circulatory system. Every time they contract, they help push blood upward through the veins in your legs and back toward your heart. As we age, and especially with long periods of sitting, this natural pumping action becomes less efficient. That's why many people experience a heavy, cold, or sluggish sensation in their lower legs by the end of the day. In addition to improving circulation, heel raises also strengthen the muscles surrounding the ankle joint. Stronger ankles provide better support and responsiveness when you walk, turn, or adjust your footing. This is especially important for preventing instability that can lead to trips or missteps. So while this movement may feel simple, it is quietly reinforcing essential systems in your body, helping you move more confidently, feel lighter on your feet, and stay steady throughout your daily activities. Exercise number 2, the hip reset step back. Movement number 2 is called the hip reset step back, and this is where your training begins to shift from simple activation into real functional strength. The previous movements helped wake up key muscles and improve awareness in your lower body. Now, you are starting to train how those muscles work together in everyday movements. To get started, stand directly behind a sturdy chair and place both hands on the backrest for support. Your grip should be light, just enough to help you feel stable. Stand tall with your chest open, shoulders relaxed, and eyes looking forward. Good posture is essential here because it ensures the right muscles are doing the work, not your lower back. Now gently shift your weight onto your left leg. Keep a slight bend in that knee to avoid locking the joint and to allow your muscles to stay active. Your right foot remains on the floor, and from this position, you slowly slide it backward. The step should be small, about the length of your own shoe. There is no need to reach far behind you. Precision is more important than distance. Here is the most important detail. Your toes must stay in contact with the floor the entire time. Do not lift your foot. By keeping your toes grounded, you reduce the balance challenge and create a more controlled, stable environment for your muscles to work effectively. This makes the movement much safer, especially if standing on one leg has ever felt unsteady. As your foot reaches the back position, pause briefly and gently squeeze the side of your hip, the area around your upper outer glute. This is not about tightening your lower back or pushing your leg as far as possible. It is about activating the correct muscle with intention. Hold that contraction for about 1 second, then slowly slide your foot back to the starting position. Repeat this movement 10 to 12 times on one side, then switch and perform the same sequence on the other leg. It is very common to see people lean forward or arch their lower back during this exercise to make the leg move further back. Try to avoid that. Keep your torso upright and stable throughout the movement. The goal is not range, it is control and proper muscle engagement. This exercise is particularly valuable because it trains your body to manage backward and slightly sideways hip movement, which is something you rely on more than you might think. Whether you are stepping back to avoid an obstacle, reaching behind you, or correcting your balance after a small misstep, this pattern is constantly in use. By practicing this movement regularly, you are improving coordination, strengthening key stabilizing muscles, and building confidence in your ability to move safely. It may feel subtle, but it directly supports the kind of control your body needs to stay steady and independent in daily life. Exercise number 1, the seated leg press hold. Movement number 1 is the seated leg press hold, and this is the most important exercise in this entire routine. Everything you have done up to this point has been preparing your body for this moment, activating the right muscles, improving coordination, and building the control needed to perform this movement correctly and safely. To begin, sit on a sturdy chair and position yourself toward the front edge of the seat. Place both feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart, with your knees bent at a comfortable angle. Your posture should be upright, with your back straight and your shoulders relaxed. You can rest your hands lightly on your thighs or hold onto the sides of the chair if that helps you feel more stable. Now here is where the exercise begins. Without standing up, without leaning your upper body forward, and without lifting your feet off the ground, press both feet firmly into the floor as if you are about to stand. Imagine you are trying to push the ground away from you. As you do this, you should feel your glutes, thighs, and the back of your legs engage all at once. Hold this pressure for a full 10 seconds. Keep breathing normally. Do not hold your breath, as this can create unnecessary tension in your body. After the 10 seconds, fully relax and release all the tension. Take a few seconds to reset, then repeat the movement about 5 times. One of the most common mistakes in this exercise is applying uneven pressure between the 2 feet. Many people naturally favor one side without realizing it. Before each repetition, take a moment to feel both feet equally grounded and engaged. Balanced effort is what allows the correct muscles to activate properly. As this exercise becomes easier over time, instead of adding more repetitions, gradually increase the duration of the hold from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. This progression helps build strength more effectively without adding unnecessary strain. What makes this movement so powerful is that it develops what is known as isometric strength. This means your muscles are generating force without any visible movement at the joints. In real life, this type of strength is essential. When you trip or lose balance, your body does not have time to perform a full movement like a squat. Instead, it relies on a quick, strong contraction to stabilize you instantly. This exercise trains exactly that ability. It activates your glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings together in a safe and controlled way, without placing pressure on sensitive joints like the knees or hips. That is why, for many people, especially those dealing with discomfort or limited mobility, it can be more effective than traditional exercises like squats. By practicing this movement consistently, you are not just building strength, you are training your body to respond better, move more efficiently, and stay stable when it matters most in your daily life. These 4 movements, done consistently each morning, work together as one complete system to support your strength, balance, and confidence. Your hips learn to stabilize both sideways and backward. Your calves help improve circulation and reduce that heavy feeling in your legs, and that final seated press builds the kind of instant strength your body relies on in real-life situations. The best part is that none of this requires intense effort or long workouts. Just a few focused minutes each day can make a meaningful difference over time. What matters most is consistency. Small actions, repeated daily, are what help your body stay strong, steady, and reliable as the years go on. If you found this helpful, take a moment to share this video with someone who could benefit from it, a friend, a parent, or anyone who wants to move with more ease and confidence. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more simple, effective routines designed specifically for your needs. And if you made it this far, let me know in the comments by typing stronger, Lidity for a fan. I'd love to hear from you.